PHP user-defined function. We have more than 1,000 inbuilt user-defined defined functions or inbuilt functions by PHP. And PHP gives us allowance to create our own function as a user. You can create any function you like. A lot of programmers, we do create functions on our own so that we can use them at any time. If you're in a house, you normally have different cutlery parts. Now you have fork, you have knife, you have spoon, and you have teaspoon. And you know that in the night, when you want to go for dinner, if you are going to eat, yeah, you request for a functional tool. Means you request for your fork and your knife. That's you call for a function of the knife and fork to work. But when you are not in need of them in the morning, you keep your fork and knife in the rack. So they were there, they were not executed, they were not called. So you can also buy some other tools and keep them in the kitchen because you want to use them for a specific job at a time. And it may not be all days, maybe once in a while or every month or every weekend. So that's how we can define user function in PHP. Now, this function, it's very beautiful so that sometimes we don't want to worry ourselves about the definition of PHP inbuilt functions. We want to create our own so we can have hand-on and names we use for it, and we can control some of those things. Now, we said that PHP functions are created and are not executed after creation except we need that we call it. PHP have statement of code, block statements of code inside of it. So let's have the syntax for this PHP. The syntax of this PHP is function. We have the function name with a bracket. Then we have a coil brace. Now inside this coil brace we have set of code of block statement to execute. Then we hand it. So in this syntax, that's all about the function. Though a function may take an argument. But for now, let's leave the argument part. Let's start the function. To create a function, use a function keyword, then a function name with a bracket, then you coil braces, then the set of code you're going to run there. Let's comment this out. Let's try to comment this out. Let's comment it out and I will comment it out so you can remember that. So the function we're talking about, now we declare the function. This function I want to say is, I'll say greeting. So anyone that comes to our web page, we receive a greeting. Here we have echo. I just echo this. Good morning. So submit it. Then I see. So we have the function in greeting in bracket, then coil braces, then the statements that we want to run. We're going to echo that. So let's go to our browser and see what we have there. Run it. PHP user-defined function. Now, you see nothing is in this place. Nothing was displayed because the function was created, but we have to call the function. So for us to call the function, we get out of the square braces, out of the function, I call it there. Calling greeting function. Alright? These are the case. Then how do we call it? The name of the function, just like this. Call set greeting in the square brace, in the bracket. That's it. Then we run the code. So whatever we have inside these square braces, this statement will be printed here. Save, then go and run it. Good man. Now let's go back to that. This greeting, we can also have some other things there. We have done this. Let's go to next. Declare use another stuff. PHP, PHP. So let's create another function. Another function, we call it add num. That is add num. Okay. Then the curly braces. Then what we do here, declare a variable num1 equals to 30. We declare a variable calling num2 equals to 50. Now num1 and num2 are variables we have declared, so we want to add these two numbers. So let's say we have another variable called sum r equals to variable num1 multiplied by variable num2. Then we handle statement there. Then next thing to do, we want to print out the value. We want to print out variable. Let's have something like this. The sum, the multiplication of the two numbers are this. Alright, then put a dot. We want to print out the sum of stuff that will hand our statement that we print out. So in the function, this function all it does is to print out, to do a calculation and print out for us. Let's run it. Let's save that word. Now, you see, when we run it, it's only showing us good morning because in that function, that's all we output. So, what we need to do now, it's showing only greetings. Then we want it to help you to call the function, call function, add num. So how do we call that? We get add num, and it save. You see, good morning. The multiplication of the two numbers is this. So we can use function to create a lot of programs to help ourselves.